I've decided, seeing as it's a brand spanking new year, I need to change things up. So even though I let you guys dictate what exactly it is that we listen to on this channel, have a different type of music or a different style of music that I'm craving. And so I'm going to sponsor a track once a week. Okay. Because let me tell you the reality of things. No one has requested Falling in Reverse in over 8 months. That is unacceptable. That is not okay. I've been waiting for all the Falling in Reverse fans to request some music, but it doesn't seem to happen. So I'm putting in a request once a week. And this time around, I've been waiting 8 months to react to this song. And again, I blame it on you. You haven't requested it. It is called God is a Weapon. So I have seen multiple shorts on YouTube every now and again, and that's why I've been dying to listen to the song. So I've been holding off. It does feature Marilyn Manson, and who does not like Marilyn Manson? So what a freaking legendary combination. I am stoked. I'm so psyched. I saw images of some of the merch that was released when the song was, touring, and that already has me itching, because apparently it was on front a woman with a rifle or something, and then at the back, I think, what was it? Protect the children or something. And now we all know that Ronnie share very similar values, and that we are all for protecting the children, keeping the children safe, especially from people who doesn't know that age does matter. Age does matter. So, all of you Ronnie Radke, Falling in Reverse, and Marilyn Manson fans, let's go over to this song. And even though I'm late to the party, I'm going to enjoy it in full. I'm pretty sure. Here we go. Let's do this. Let's obsess. Let's swoon. Let's fan. Let's do whatever it is that we do whenever we listen to Falling in Reverse. Here we go. What's up, all you amazing warriors and shield maidens? Welcome back to the Braveheart Viking tribe, where we keep things real, we tell the truth without the sugarcoating, and we're Viking after all, so we keep our honor and integrity intact. Don't forget to like and subscribe to all my channels and to support me on the multitude of platforms where you can actually do that. So if you are ready to get this going, raise those horns and skull. I think I'm actually having heart palpitations now. Hi, Wolfie. Oh shit, this is political. Oh, that's a chick that he's been dating, isn't it? Yikes. Like intimidating, dominating.
My sinful confession, you're my
Look at her nails. I'm gonna tell you about it. That's how you do it. That is how you friggin' do it. Oh my god. Okay. Let me just gather my thoughts. We're gonna freaking read the lyrics. Okay, so first of all, Falling in Reverse has 3.92 million subs. Okay. However, this song has had 56 million views. So even though people don't subscribe to them, they freaking love this song. And it's got 737,000 likes. OM freaking G. Okay. Best cologne ad I've ever seen. Sometimes I'm here for the comments, guys. People are legit hilarious. Okay. Lyrics. There was so much to freaking process. I'm like, hello. So let's do Falling in Reverse. God is a weapon. Lyrics. Like the visuals are undeniably freaking epic. It is out of this world. It is so Falling in Reverse. Okay. Let's unpack. Let me show you. I can't stop spinning down the rabbit hole. The deeper that you push, the deeper I will go. That's it. Oh, they said that God's a woman, I'll worship you the same. 'Cause all I do is think about saying your name in vain. So I can't. Okay, this song screams politics, first of all. But then also, knowing what I know about the merch that was released, we have to address that aspect. Okay, I definitely feel like there's some connection there. But this is also very much religion and woman. But it's all intertwined. It's not as obvious. Well, I don't want to say obvious, but it's not as simple as God, woman. Yeah, basically. So the song addresses a few parties, which is God, woman, and the sinner. Whereas if you look at the composition along with the visuals, along with what we know on the merch was, you have to bring this together, and it is like Ronnie always says so much in his songs, which is why I love him. Which is why. So these are the kind of people that I want on my channel. And these are the kind of people that I promote on my channel because the people who haven't sold their souls. Okay. They protect children. So let's just I'm a bit hyped. I can feel I'm hyped. I'm a bit all over the place because you can't not have your adrenaline spiked. Okay. You might as well marry me. My sinful confession, you are my obsession. If God is a woman, then God is a weapon. I can't stop from sinning. My halo is just a hole. The deeper that I can get inside of you, the deeper you will fall. They say that God's a weapon. Well, I'm a hand grenade. Try to take this ring from me and watch me detonate. You might as well bury me. My sinful confession, you're my obsession. Oh, fuck yeah. If God is a woman, then God is a weapon. God is a weapon, a weapon. And then God is a weapon. God is. Yeah. Okay. So, the unpacking. First of all, we all know women are very dangerous beings. Okay. I think there's a little bit of an emotional aspect to this as well. So men, and science has proven this, by the way, it's not just thumbsucked. Go read, find the articles, find the studies. Men fall deeper and harder for women than what women fall for men. Okay? Then, when women hurt said men, men tend to experience the pain much deeper and longer. Women move on. So, I kind of feel you can definitely look at the song from that perspective. So, woman essentially is a weapon because she can quite literally kill a man. She can destroy her man. Okay. Because men, look, both parties. You have your individuals who fall deeply and hard, aka women, deeply and hard. They lose themselves inside of their partners, well, in their partners. They Women can also mourn. Women can grieve. Women can stay single for many, many years. I'm proof of that. I'm single for 11 years already after my last breakup. Okay, so they are the exceptions. However, again, science has shown that men are more prone to be the damaged party or the one that suffer the most loss after a breakup. Okay. So men will worship their woman. They will give everything to their woman. They will worship the ground she's walking on. You will literally get lost in her. Then you look at women of today. Women of today, they want paychecks. They want status. They want you to drive a fancy car. They want you to give them a mansion. They want to sit around all day with long, freaking ugly ass nails and a lot of makeup and fake boobs and barely wear any clothes so that everyone can validate them and they want to see how many likes they can get on social media, etc., etc. And the moment you go through a tough spot and you can't provide, or hey babe, we kind of have to spend a little less this month because X, Y, and Z happened, you get dumped. Okay, as a man, you get dumped. So she wants you to provide, but she doesn't want you to open the door for her because she can do anything. Okay, so that's the one. I'm not even going to go into further details. I think you guys get it. I can't even stop smiling because I'm enjoying this so much. That's the one aspect that I'm kind of seeing in here. Okay, then we have the aspect of the politics. So the eagle to me was a very, very clear indication. America. But I kind of put that together with the wolf that I saw, and both animals, both the wolf and the eagle, represent, well, in my world at least, my brain, alpha behavior, leadership, um, protection, guidance, everything that makes up the concept of alpha. Ne? Then we have the wars. Um, Manson sitting on a pile of corpses and skulls, and there's war armor and gear and stuff just about everywhere. I don't. I'm a bit conflicted with the lyrics he sang. I kind of I find it difficult to see that he sang it from a man's point of view. I kind of think it was more the words of the woman's perspective, I think. Um, yeah, because he said, the deeper that I get inside of you, the deeper you will fall. And literally in the first verse, the man, Ronnie, sang, the deeper that you push, the deeper I will go. Okay? So I find that contradiction, yeah, I can't stop from sinning. My halo is just a hole. The deeper that I get inside, or, or, not the woman, not the woman. What if the deeper that I get, what if that's religion? Organized religion. Okay, so not the true belief systems. There are quite a few that's actually really good, but organized religion in itself it's what creates wars. It is what ruins the world. It is what has brought this world to its knees at this point. Um, let's just take a step back. I can't stop from sinning down the rabbit hole. I'm going down a freaking rabbit hole right now. The deeper that you push, the deeper I will go. Okay, so if this is the man singing it, he's going down a rabbit hole. The female is pushing, or whomever is pushing, basically down his throat probably. The deeper I will go, because I'll worship the God and the woman the same. So the Bible references anything that you put before God becomes God, right? And then you have the saying, what is it? Um, Something about having two masters, but you can't serve both. You will hate one and love one. Um, well, you'll hate one and love one and hate the other. There we go. So I kind of think, so if God was a woman, I'm gonna tackle the literal version of that sentence, where if God was physically a woman, um, the repercussions of that, oh my God, we all would have been dead by now. But anyways, I will get to that point. I now just want to address the more abstract notion of woman almost being made God because of man's behavior. Um, because men ultimately sit behind, they use religion for just about freaking everything, whenever it suits them. That's why organized religion, I can't stand for it. Clearly, falling in reverse doesn't stand for it either. Organized religion has been used for, and that's the thing. If I look at the halo concept, which is divinity or being holy or whatever the fuck that is, it's all those people who claim to be divine and holy and like the Pope and the priests and the freaking God knows what, but they are the ones who can't keep their fucking hands off children and babies. And we all know, we're not oblivious, we all know what's been happening. Which again, I would have struggled to come to that conclusion if I didn't see the merge Ronnie and them released for the tour. Okay. So keep that in the back of your mind. Protect the children at the back of the shirt. And then woman with a rifle. So women naturally have the instinct to protect. and to nurture and to, protect women who are not elite. Okay, let's correct that. So your standard average woman who still very much is connected with nature and believe her whole fucking purpose is to bring more humans into this world, to create life, to nurture life, to protect, to guide, to raise, as nature intended it. Okay, so I'm talking to that woman, not the kind of woman who eats baby brains and, sacrifice them for ball. Okay. Yeah, just a reminder, you're going to get a whole lot of based discussions on this channel. Okay, so if you don't like it, it's as easy as clicking the cross in the corner of your screen. Okay. Right. So I'm thinking, that's what I'm saying. Organized religion is a thing here because religion is being used by man to serve its agendas. Ne? So if governments want war, they use religion. If governments want to control a certain narrative, an agenda, a notion, what do they use? Religion. So what has religion become? A weapon. God is a weapon. That's it. That is, okay, so that is my other, the sentence that I freaking love, or the two phrases actually that I love. They say that God's a weapon, well, I'm a hand grenade. So in the hand of God, man has also become weapons, essentially, right? I'm a hand grenade. Try to take this ring from me, watch me detonate. So I kind of think, so there I'm gonna look at it two ways, just because of the second verse, which is literally one line. You might as well marry me. Okay, so we're playing with words. There's a ring, okay? But try and take the ring from me, or it can be the ring of the hand grenade, which it's more in the literal sense here. You have to look at an abstract way, I want to say, if you want to connect that ring to the marriage section of the song. But the more obvious approach, I would say, is the ring of a grenade, the pin. So if you want to take anything from me, which I've, had my eyes set on, which whatever has become my God, whether it is money, whether it is woman, whether it is power, status, whatever that is, if you try and take that away from me, you might as well pull the pin out of the hand grenade and watch the world go boom. Okay. That is how dangerous men are. And religion and woman, which is just kind of like, you know what? We are our own end. We are our own. We are the hand grenade that's going to kill us all at the end of the day. We're just going to nuke ourselves. There's so little good left in the world. It is crazy. So let's continue. My sinful, I'm quite curious by you might as well bury me. My sinful confession, you're my obsession. My sinful confession, you are my obsession. If a God is a woman, then God is a weapon. So generally, wouldn't confessions only really takes place in Catholic churches, right? It's not something. So I grew up Pentecostal. That's not something we did. You don't go and tell people your sins. You kind of confess to God, and then you get forgiven. But I'm thinking, if they use the terminology my sinful confession, then maybe it is that they're trying to almost lay emphasis on the line with the, there's a hole in my halo. So it is the Catholic Church, that the Pope, that the priests, the It's them who are meant to lead. They use religion again as a weapon, not only to control. We all know organized religion was created using a mixture of actual belief systems so that it's better to get buy-in from the populations. So when you give people something that is familiar, it's easier for them to get on board, and then you use that to control them. You tell them what is it that they need to do, how they need to live their lives, because otherwise they're going to end up in hell and burn in hell. But now you have the same people who leads all of this notion, and they end up being the scum of the earth. They end up being the very beings that they preach we should not even allow to live. Because does the Bible not say if you harm a child, it is better for you to go and tie stones around your neck and throw yourself off a cliff? Anyways, let's see. Okay, so now let's approach the the literal sense in a woman. If God, whatever shape or form, was actually a woman. So one, we know how superficial. Look, Ned, you can't actually discriminate because both men and women are very materialistic. But now again, I want to almost say you have to separate the cream from the crops. So when it comes to elites, both genders, and yes, we have two genders. Both genders are scum, okay? And it's them who are evil. They use war. They use child abuse in the worst, unimaginable, despicable ways. But now, if you just take a few steps down, the more average civilian, the civilian who still tries and lives a good life, that's now where the problems are already infiltrating on the female side. Men, not so much. The problem on the men's side is men have become way too feminine. And because the water, the food, the indoctrination, the upbringing, no more mandatory military service, all of that has an impact. But now you still have your good guys, your real men, your warrior men, your alpha males, who want to lead, they want to guide, they want to protect, they want to do all these good things. But then you have a woman who has fallen into the trap of organized religion, politics, narratives, feminism, woke bullshit. So, like I said earlier, women now want status, paycheck, mansions, sports cars. They want everything, but they want to do fuck all. Ne? So, if you take a being like that, oh, by the way, women also want to vote, and women want to lead wars. They want to lead countries. They want to make decisions whether or not there should be a war. When women weren't even wired to do such a thing. Woman was wired and created for creating life, not taking life. Okay? So now you have a being that's supposed to create life, be life, nurture, guide, but they want to go run a country. They can't make hard decisions. They can't make decisions that exclude their emotions. So everything will be an emotional decision. That's just how we are. That's how we are wired, and that's fine. We should be like that. But don't make a fish climb a tree. If genetically you're not meant to do certain things, what the fuck, bro? So if you now place a woman, I mean, it's bad enough the woman want to run for president, but if you put a woman in the shoes of a god who's meant to, rule the universe, again, whatever in whatever shape or form. Um, that's gonna be chaos, don't you think? Anyway, that's bad. Now you want to put a woman in that role? That's even worse. And there's actually people who believe God is a woman. Um, trust me, we would have all been dead by now. I don't know. That is just, I don't know. What the fuck? I want to actually now say something really bad, but that is just very offensive. I won't say that. I think this was phenomenally. Oh, tongue twister. It was phenomenal. Okay, phenomenally. There we go. Awesome. And then Ronnie's vocals are clearly there's nothing that he can freaking do, or that he can't do. I actually saw a comment earlier as I was scrolling, and the comment was saying, so someone is saying, Ronnie surely can't cover every genre. And then Ronnie's response is, hold my beer, I'll be back. And because he can literally do it, he can do it all. It is insane. And then Manson, I mean, we just know what that guy can do. I'm quite curious if it is that he had to represent a different role, although I suppose he could have presented the role of a god or a religion, not so much the woman, although I can also see how the woman could have sung these lyrics. Although I really do, because of the political or the religious side of things, that I can't stop sinning and the halo situation, that kind of makes me feel like he's singing it from, you know, the religious, the bad people, the elites, the popes and priests. That is what that entire verse is telling me. I am still curious about the you might as well bury me. Because now at first you might as well marry me. Maybe it's just because everyone is just bad. Everyone is just bad. Like I said earlier, there's so little good left in this world. Um yeah, and clearly in the first two verses, the man, probably the better version of man, I don't know. No. Honestly, I think this whole song is probably it was written from the pen of the bad guy. So the elite, the politician, the priest or whatever. Because everything is just like, woman and God, I'll worship you the same. I just want to say your name in vain. You might as well marry me. So now I might as well marry God because you think you're equal? You like what the hell? Or you want to marry a woman. So but the visuals though, the freaking visuals. I mean, the makeout session was hella steamy. Holy crap. And why they decided to like kind of make a nude, I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, he likes to wear black leather. They could have given her a black leather outfit, you know. But like with them, everything is very cinematic. It's very out there. It's very, you know, let's make it look awesome kind of thing. And then, but also with Falling in Reverse, there's always a story behind the details. So that's why I try and I read into so much of what they do, whether it is the lyrics or whether it is the visuals. I don't just say, you know what, I think they just did it because it looked awesome. I find that really hard to believe. Ronnie is very much a perfectionist when it comes to his music and how he produces his visual effects. But yeah, freaking awesome. Oh my god, I can't believe I waited 8 months for this. 8 months. We surely can't wait 8 months again to listen to another Falling in Reverse song. So guys, if FIR fans, please, can you go to my Buy Me Coffee, request an actual reaction that I have to do, please, on some of their good music, because I don't even know what he's been releasing. The only reason why I know about the song and that I really want to do this is because that specific section where he hits a super high note, that has been playing on, there was like little TikTok shorts that keeps on, I don't have TikTok, but it goes over to YouTube, you know, people repost it. So that's why I saw it. I'm like, oh, I want to experience this entire song. I have to. So yeah, please get me some good music if you don't mind. Do note, scan the QR code. You have to do it in my shop, please, not the support page. I've changed my process. I'm just going to note it a few times until everyone's, you know, in the new swing of things, and it's a new year, new changes, new expansions, doing a lot more now as well, not just music reactions. But yeah, friggin' awesome. Thank you, Falling in Reverse. Thank you, Ronnie Racke. Thank you for just, you know, giving us some pure truth, hardcore honesty, rip the rug from underneath our feet kind of music. And I think as my message for this reaction, protect the children. That's it. That's simple. We're on this planet to make sure our next generations are protected and taken care of, and the tiny humans don't get abducted and eaten and, you know, mutilated and abused, which is, we see this happening all around us. It's been happening for decades, if not centuries. Probably centuries. This has been going on for a very, very long time. So just protect. If you can at least protect your own child, make sure your child doesn't go missing. I mean, there's far worse ways of them actually getting hold of children as well. Even abortions, all of that. So yeah, very sensitive topics, but everyone each to their own. You guys know I'm very outspoken. I'm very based. Yeah, I believe in protecting the tiny humans. That's it. That's simple. So, thank you for this. I will check you guys in the next one.
We had we at the Braveheart. With bright Vikings we stand side by side. With axes raised high, bound by blood and honor. We believe in the old ways.